Okay, team. So I was realizing I was like about to start stretching out, and I was like, well, I think it's really important for you guys to see how I personally take care of my body, and also it's just valuable stuff that we can all do along together. So I'm just going to be going through some basic stretching just to get my body prepped and ready for our workout. Mostly, what I've been needing to focus on is creating length in my calf and creating length in my hamstrings. I'm getting a little bit of that lower back pinch. Probably has a lot to do with moving from a very mobile, active lifestyle to now doing most of our work remotely and through the computer. So to start off, I kind of want to work my way from the bottom up and revisit my calves at the end because those tend to be my tightest point. Even when I do a pike stretch, I actually end up feeling it a lot in my calves. So I'm going to start down there, work my way up, open up the hips a little bit, and then maybe do a little something to work my way back down. Okay? So let me tilt the camera down. Let's start off with the calves. Do about 10 seconds, 10 to 20 seconds on each side. Now, it feels kind of weird. I wish you guys could see me while I ask these things, but how's everyone doing today? I know it's Tuesday. It's a little gloomy. I was just saying yesterday in the video how nice the weather has been, how fortunate we've been, but honestly, I think it's good. I know I was talking about wildfires a little bit yesterday too, so this brings me a little bit of comfort. Switching sides. It's so funny. I never realized how much you can get done with this set of stairs for your workout. So it's pretty awesome. Hopefully, everyone has access to a set of stairs, either inside their home or outside, because there's a whole lot you can accomplish with just a simple stair set. It's pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to take that. Let's work on the hamstring now. So I'm just going to use, let's say, this is about my third stair, so I'm not coming at a 90-degree angle. I'm slightly below, and what I'm going to work on through that, kind of pinch my shirt, is making sure that I'm rolling forward with a slight arch to my back, that I'm not rounding over too early and just making the stretch along my spine and not actually focusing in on the hamstring. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of, turn this music down a little bit. I'm sure there's a lot of you gymnasts out there that are much more flexible than I am, and that's awesome, gymnasts and individuals. However, I encourage all of you to be honest with your bodies. So that means if you cannot maintain a flat back, that's totally okay. Just make sure that you are, or excuse me, if you can't maintain a flat back and get your nose to your knee, that's totally okay. But the most important thing right now is that we're focusing on folding forward with a flat back, not rounding over. Okay? Let's do 5 more seconds. Good, and let's switch sides. Fingers crossed with me, folks. It would be so awesome if I could stay outside for this whole workout. 5 more seconds. Good. Now let's move on to the quad. I'm going to kind of use the same rules, but transversely, instead of making sure my back is flat, hopefully you guys can see that. Sorry, the exposure just got all weird. So instead of having a flat back, I want to tuck my hips under, okay, curling my lower back. Now in this position, now I'm going to go for that hamstring stretch. Now I can tell you, my knee isn't even in line with where it is normally standing up, and I'm already feeling a big stretch in my quads, okay? So again, really encourage yourself to be honest with your positioning in this stretch. Let's go 5 more seconds. Good, and let's switch sides. Again, starting with that curve of the lower back. I'm not really sure. Here, I'll tilt my camera a little bit. So we're going to start with that curve of the lower back, okay? Then, how can I do this? I just stretch right here. We'll do that. Curve of the lower back, picking up the left. Sorry, I know it's not the best for you. Five more seconds. Good. Let's take our right over left. Actually, I want to wait on that one. Let's do a little something to open up the hips. We'll work our way back down, and then we'll be done with our stretching for today. So for the hips, we're going to go back to that classic figure 8. So I'm going to think about taking one hip bone and just making it into a figure 8. Now, eventually you'll kind of realize that that makes the other side into a figure 8. So if I go this one 8, this one 8, this one 8, this one 8. Now, I have really tight hips, so those folks who have more mobile hips can get a little bit more bend to your knees and really start working those figure 8s, okay? Let's make circles now, pushing through the hips. Now this time, instead of circling the body, I want you to push the hips forward, side, back, side. Forward, side, back, side. I used to love these drills in dance class. Isolations. Good. We'll do one more round. Good, and let's switch directions. 2, 3, 4. 4, that's 2. 3, 4, that's 3. And that's 4. Let's do one more, just circling. I'm like, my shoulders are doing so much, my hips are doing so little. There we go. Let's shake that out. Let's drop to our knees, our sumo stretch. I'm actively pushing my knees apart, getting that big stretch on the groin. 5 more sections, 5 more seconds. Good, let's just do a little spinal mobility. Let's put our hands on our knees, continuing to actively push out, dropping one shoulder. Looking up towards the sky or the ceiling, wherever you might be, and switching sides. Awesome. I'm going to put my hands on the ground. I want to do 5 squat to extends and straddle. Little active flexibility for you guys. 2 more. And 5, let's hold for 5. Good. Let's step our feet together. Now let's do the same thing here. We're going to do 5 stands. At the end, we're going to hold for 5. Again, I want to encourage everyone to do their best by keeping your feet flat and fully planted, not pushing up into releve through these, okay? See if you can also keep your palms flat. How high can you stand while keeping your palms flat? And let's hold for 5. Excellent job, everyone. Shake that out a little bit. Like I said, we're working our way back down, so let's go back to those calves. Okay, you kind of got like a little less than the best of both worlds. You got like no head and no feet. So let's see if we can do a little bit better. Let me at least give you guys the part of the body that we're stretching. Let's start that over. Let's go 10 seconds. 4. And let's switch sides. 10. Excellent work, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that brief, but hopefully sweet stretch. I'm going to hit stop on this video. Get your equipment ready. Up next, we have our jumping squats.